right, welcome to Lexington, Kentucky. Tonight, it's the Kentucky men's basketball blue-white scrimmage inside Rupp Arena as we continue to march to the beginning of this Kentucky season tonight. This always a fun event, a celebration of sorts of the team and really participating and playing at full speed. There's Oscar Shibway at freshness. There's so many new faces. There's still a lot of roster continuity, a lot of familiar faces back from a year ago. One of them is Dante Allen.
Well, good start for these guys are still figuring it out defensively.
Bryce Hopkins, one of the three in that 2021 freshman. Many expect he could have a breakout year. That's Xavier Wheeler left that short. Up ahead to Allen. Blocked, but yeah, goaltend.
Yeah, you're going to have that shot, and he's still the first one back, just not in time.
Weeks, again, this is really the first opportunity where they're going full speed in a game-like environment, but with fans in the seats as well.
Oh, it's different. There's no question. You talk to any coach around the country, there's always guys.
This is Davion Mintz. Remember, he ran the point a few times last year. That pass was tipped, and it goes in, so he gets a couple of... John Calipari in his 13th season. He's got a lot to work with in a revamped backcourt, including Kellen Grady with the flush.
Certainly a good finish by Grady, but that's when the unforced errors. He had the ball in his hands quite a bit last year for Georgia. Too many turnovers.
Well, that's a great look. Damian Collins diving to the rim. That's freshman time that time for Lance Ware. Here's Washington. Scores it.
That's a brilliant advanced pass. Advanced pass. Good luck, defense. Ty Washington coming at you.
Shibway running the floor. Hopkins cross-court feed. This is Washington. Dials it up. No. Shibway with a stick back. And Washington takes it away at half court. Washington five-star McDonald's All-American. His teammates laud him for having this uncanny poise for a freshman. This Kentucky team, blue was up by 4.
Oscar Shibway, what did he say? He wanted to get 10 offensive rebounds a game. I don't know if he'll get that, but with that sort of, you might be looking at a Wildcat roster that could run the table, but that's not the case anymore. And as the SEC has continued to get better, top to bottom in this league.
Yeah, that's Shibway, by the way,
for this team from a physicality standpoint.
Wow, same thing just happened on the other end of the floor. The Ware dunk went down, popped out, and Shibway.
And if you run when Wheeler has the ball, he will find you every single time.
Keon Brooks holds the pivot foot. Sweet jumper. Wheeler working with Shibway to the corner. Hopkins again. Triggers and hits it this time. Bryce Hopkins' stroke looks pretty good. The Kentucky football team, of course, off this week. Mintz in a hurry.
I appreciate such a believer in the better point guard play. He gets the better results, and here he is.
Oh, nails the three right on cue. All right, so what particularly, though, stands?
How he set us all up. He put us in the right position, and he's the reason we won. And that's what he wants Wheeler to understand, and I'm sure he will.
And again, everybody should be familiar with this junior.
Be the primary ball handler here. Mintz did such a heroic job last year.
Oh, Ware stuffs it back after the Mintz.
And that's somewhere I don't think you're going to get Shibway his points, is back to the basket post moves. His is going to be transition buckets, spoon feeds, offensive rebounds.
Ware cleans up the glass. Again, menacing down low. Back out to Allen, rims out. And back-to-back offensive boards for the junior.
I mean, that's the tiebreaker. If I can only play 8 guys in a rotation, who's the tougher one? Who can defend? Who's going to take it personal?
Davion Mintz, one of the leaders of this team, nails the 8 to go first half. The blue-white scrimmage, annual tradition. Got close to 10,000 in this building. They pack it out. Kellen Grady sticks the 3. The Davidson transfer.
In the corner, relocates to the wing. Shot ready, splash. Welcome to Rupp. You know, it's a responsibility when you wear that blue and white, and you've got to get out there in the community with the impact that they can have. And Shibway picks up 2 quick fouls in a big game against Duke. Then what, right? Who's going to bring?
But it's goaltending.
Well, you've got rim protectors on this team. Look at those wingspans coming together.
high school high jump champion.
Yes. What I wouldn't believe you is if you told me he was into horseback riding, but he is.
And he stuffs that back. Usually walk up to those horses, those things kind of tower over you, not Damian. Well, he's in the perfect state for it. Well done. Oh, perfect swish. Ty Washington. Say it's the second largest Atlanta in the country. Washington leaner. Got it. That's number 3 in the white now. He switched over to the white squad. Grady sticks it. Kind of fading away. And he nails it. Blue-white scrimmage. Couple weeks from opening night. Turnover. Grady on the move. Yes. Hopkins offline. Wheeler ahead of the pack. Oh, and he's still here. You forgot Gold's mustard bottles. It wasn't even Heinz. It was Keon Brooks. Weak, but still right behind the Dogs. I think a lot of teams are going to suffer that same fate. It's very shifty. Number 10 in the white to Hopkins. That one might have been blocked on the way up.
Physical drive, getting at the rim. Inside shots lead to inside rebounds. I look at that as a positive play for Hopkins.
Wheeler finds Collins on the baseline. And his head up the hole.
Paint, you're not thinking about Xavier Wheeler, but it's usually him either finishing or passing as he did right there.
For this program. The last year was the program's second losing season. And Hopkins with the offensive rebound. One of the 3 freshmen in the 21 class. Beautiful feed down to Lance Ware. Davion.
Opportunities when you get in the paint because you're a threat from outside.
Got it and one. That's tough. The fadeaway 15-foot J.
It can take a defender's confidence real quick. I mean, Wheeler.
The headiness to make the right decision in those moments.
Well, and you're going to have that when you play on the stage the way he's going to be thrown into. You got Champions Classic coming.
Lost it. Collins jarred it away. Up ahead to Wheeler. He's got Shibway.
Young big man out there. I mean, that's how you end up averaging a double-double.
Oh, that was way up there for Ware.
Which is picking and choosing your spots and being physical without fouling.
There's Washington, that sweet floater. Just see
clock on your commentators. We're here with you till 9.
Here's Allen, skips into the paint, got it. That's Dante Allen. So remember, he's from up the road, Falmouth, Kentucky. It's his first traditional offseason in a sense. Oh, straight to the basket, and Keon Brooks stuffed. Out of Chicago, this 2021 class. Washington steals it. He's going up. No, the fake out to Grady with the left-hand layup.
Like, Shibway, I took that thing from you.
And he's almost the beneficiary.
Have too many chances to pull the ball away from Shibway.
Again, very quickly the other way, and Washington lays it in. Timeout. And John Calipari's
like, sure. When has that ever happened?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, in the coaches poll every year, pretty much in some veteran, proven players. And man, it's going to be an absolute battle in the SEC this season. Play term. But if you ask the fan base outside of Kentucky, you know, what would you be happy with this year? 8 or 9.
It's Auburn, it's Alabama. Again, you look at the last couple of decades or last 10, 15 after in the first round for a 3rd straight year. 12 players out of the SEC drafted in the NBA draft, leading the way.
Somebody from Tennessee, LSU, and then of course Kentucky dominating.
Here's Brooks to the rack.
Yeah, at some point, I know Coach Kyle and his staff are tireless recruiters, but at some point, don't you just show that and be like, do you really want
what else?
Right. Trying to get to the league. Here's what we've done. Can we quit, tiptoeing around this and let's just sign up with Kentucky?
Is there more? This is Carroll trying to stretch it. Yes. Damian Conley. Brady open. Shibway says, I'll flip it back behind the head, and Grady still converts. Some of Davion Mintz's passes are going to appear on the highlight reel before that Shibway assist. Wheeler the other way.
A blessing in disguise, because the following year, I mean, you see that. But, I mean, it just makes you so much of a better player when you can.
Ty Washington can be that person that you're outlining. Shibway doesn't realize that. We're going to find out. The answer is still TBD right now.
Yeah. And I would like to think Wheeler has you need a long possession, a good shot, and how to take the crowd out of the game. He's got the potential to do that more maybe than a post player who's not going to be as involved on every single possession.
Ware and Grady dunks on that might be early 90s.
We'll try to regain our chemistry knowing that weakness.
That's 90s. With great teammate Dane Bradshaw, Kevin Fitzgerald, Damian Collins drills another. A bounce as well. Collins, Hopkins. We've talked at length about Washington. I mentioned it before. There's a couple players absent, Dane. We would C.J. Frederick, the sharpshooter from Iowa.
Yeah.
And no one in the Big Ten was more accurate from beyond the three-point line than Frederick.
Going to have to lose that one on that special night for Coach Smith.
So here's Lance Ware wide open, the sophomore from Camden, New Jersey. Well, he was on the roster, Scott Padgett.
You're going to have to tell me here. Now, see,
goes around, comes around, my friend. Jeff Shepard, most outstanding player of that year's team. There's Washington with another triple, but also on that team, you've got.
I'm going to get from players night in, night out. And Mintz is a guy that Coach Cal can rely on every single game. I mean, he doesn't mean he's going to be perfect every. A guy that can handle the ball, make shots, and he doesn't have to worry. Oh boy, is Davion going to be? You saw that especially towards the end of the season in the SEC tournament as he took over point guard duties and really excelled.
Oh, a flourishing flush. Damian Cobb. Jordan Rogers, Cole Kubelik. And there's Hopkins. Drills another. All right, probably better.
24?
Hey, you're close. 25 right now. Shibway from 15. Nice. Committing to West Virginia ahead of the 2019 season. And another rack attack. Hopkins, the slam. Look, the media has projected Kentucky to win the league. Yeah, there is Brendan Canada, the junior from Mount Sterling to go. I think Kareem Watkins' dunk attempt is going to close the door on this one, but there's a lot of appreciation. There's a lot of appreciation you can see from this fan base.